Hi guys, how you doing? I'm back with another movie discussion and the Q&A thing, which I did say in my last video I'm not going to do much of. I will quickly say though, so my friend Alistair, who has a YouTube channel, he does a lot of stuff on there, got an awesome Star Wars collection, so go check that out. So yeah, Skytrap Al is the name of his channel. He commented on my video, and yeah, you have some real good points, dude. I'm glad you've at this point you've stepped in to join the discussion, because I know you're as passionate as movies as me. We did in fact go to film school together in college. So yeah, and Ben is always, thanks Ben for all your support and stuff and sticking through with me. That's dead cool of you. And you know, we talked about the Aquaman movie and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, so let's jump into this video. I'm going to try and do this quick because I filmed this once and it didn't really go very well. If you see me doing this, I'm checking the time of my video. So quickly, the first thing I want to say is rest in peace Stanley. I got my Marvel thing going on today. Yeah, rest in peace, Stanley. I am gutted. I don't want to spend too much time saying about how much of an influence he was on me. This is not a shameless plug to get views. I'm not even going to put this in my title. It's just literally going to be the same as normal. But yeah, I don't think I would be into all this as much if it wasn't for Stanley. One of the very first things, apart from the Batman cartoon, that got me into superheroes when I was a kid was, I remember being in nursery and seeing a Spider-Man comic that was thrown on the floor. I don't know if a kid brought it in. It was a kind of old one though. It had Spider-Man fighting Vulture on the front, and you know, Stan Lee had written in it. It was obviously a UK one, black and white. That is the first thing that got me into superheroes, or Marvel, for instance. And here I am now because of that one Spider-Man comic. So I've got to say, rest in peace. Other things, just to quickly, quick shout out to my mate Antonio, who I work with, Antonio or Luke Skywalker. I'm not going to give you all of his details, but cheers for this man. So he sent me a Death Trooper because everybody was scalping him, and I'm very late to the game. I've only just picked up a lot of Rogue One figures, but this Death Trooper, I mean, they're one of my favourite figures in my collection anyway. And I would like to get a few of these, but everyone was scalping these at work, and he did a real solid thing in grabbing that for me. And I will pay you back, even though you keep being like, yeah, no, I will. So thank you for that. That's cool. And the other thing is, so at the start of the week, the band got 500 likes on Facebook. I think that's fucking amazing. So go check out Reversing Destiny. And if you have already, and you're one of those people who liked us, welcome to the RD Nation. Right, should we start with a movie discussion? Because I've got some good ones here, and we'll probably be talking for a while. First thing we're going to talk about is Toy Story 4. Okay, Toy Story 4 is coming, and I don't know who it was. I was reading on a website. I go frequent many, but on Digital Spy. And a spokesman for the movie from Pixar or whatever said this was going to be the saddest Pixar movie we ever get. Don't do that to me. Don't break my heart. Look, we already had Toy Story 3 and that was pretty sad. And look at Finding Nemo with Nemo's mum. Look, we don't need any more heartbreak from you guys. I go to Pixar movies to be overjoyed. And, you know, Toy Story is very close to my heart. It was one of my favourite films when I was younger. So please do not kill the toys. They don't deserve it. I mean, I kind of get a little bit freaked out sometimes because they come to life in those movies, but I don't think that's going to happen here. So, yeah, don't make a sad Pixar movie. Just don't kill Woody or Buzz or any of them. Just don't kill any of them. Next thing we're going to move on to, so like there's a Pokemon movie coming out if you don't know. Ryan Reynolds is in it. He's playing Detective Pikachu. I think it's very like set in a world, a hyper-realistic world with Pokemon. I think the Pokemon will be CGI in the movie. There was this awesome bit where they was doing a good cop, bad cop thing with Mr. Mime in the trailer, and that really made me laugh. But yeah, it looks like a good movie. The plot seems pretty generic, but I think I'll go watch it anyway because it just looks like heaps of fun. And I want to know what you guys think on that one. So, as well as Toy Story 4 being really sad, what do you think to this Pokemon movie coming out? Detective Pikachu, Ryan Reynolds voicing him. It looks pretty interesting, but we'll just have to see where it goes, I think. And so the next thing we're going to talk about is Avengers 4, okay? Because the trailer is going to drop any time now in November, towards the end of November, maybe the start of December. Originally I was told Avengers 4 would drop and then Spider-Man Far From Home would drop. And we talked about that, didn't we? Because we were talking about how it may damage Marvel's credibility, and Ben definitely agreed with me. But what the rest of you guys think, let me know. But there's I don't know if you know, but there's a lot of concept art going around at the minute, and they're wearing these very strange costumes, so they all look very much like a team now. They're all wearing identical costumes. I don't know if this will be a big part of the movie, or whether it's just concept art to sell toys, do you know, so they can sell cheaper toys, stuff like that. I don't know, but you've got to understand a lot of movies are they're driven by their toy sales, so their merchandise sales. It's probably why I got into all this, but yeah, Power Rangers did it. So the only reason Power Rangers was really successful in the 90s when it came about was because of how many toys they were throwing out. And it is exactly the same when it comes to the movies. I think, like, Star Wars, they must make so much money off toys and things before the movies even come out. Same with Marvel, you know. They must make... how many kids do you think just walked into Walmart or Target or, like, if in England, Asda or something, and just bought this because they love Iron Man and they've seen Infinity War? I don't know, like, it's ridiculous. And that's how they earn the majority of their money before these movies even come out. So I think it might be something to do with that. Or it might be something to do with, like, if you see Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, like, Michael Douglas's character, Hank Pym, was wearing this weird sort of suit when he went to the quantum realm. These suits might be what contains them in the quantum realm. It might just help them or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I'd be interested in your guys' opinions on that, definitely. Another thing that's floating around because of this concept art book that came out is there is a picture in this book and people are going mad about it because there's a black suit Spider-Man. I, in no way, shape or form, think this is an actual thing. I don't even think the picture is a picture of a black suit. I think it's literally like an Iron Spider costume, so it's all red with a gold spider, and then someone's just black and whited it. Do you know, I don't actually think it's a black costume, and if it is, and they're planning at some point to do the whole symbiote thing without it actually being the symbiote, well, I don't know, it seems like a big mess to me. I hope that's not included, and I can't see them doing it because it'd just be, do you know, they've got everything right apparently as far as movies go, the MCU. If they do something like this, it'll be a big mess up. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that for what it is. We know we're getting an Eternals movie now. That's definitely on the cards. They've even, I imagine, so anyway, they've even put a date to it and stuff, but we'll have to wait and see what comes of that, obviously. So yeah, I mean, that's been the topics for this video. I did shoot this once already, and it didn't work out. Like, the video was too long, so I've shot again. Hopefully it's not going to be as long. But yeah, just before we end quick, there's this strange rumour going around. So I've seen this on 3 different movie websites. There's a strange rumour going around that they're trying to do like an Avengers Infinity War thing with like the... You know, like the MCU brought a load of characters together. I don't know if it's Lionsgate or Legendary Pictures, but they're trying to do that with a load of characters from video games. So, like Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, all those types of characters. I can't see how that would work. I don't think they own all the licenses to them, but I think if it is true, then it's just a case of people trying to cash in on the whole Marvel thing. But what do you guys think? You let me know in the comments. I know a couple of you will. Let me know specifically what you think of this rumour. Is it a rumour? Is it just a lie that someone's made up? I mean, I don't know. I'm leaning towards horse shit, to be fair. Yeah, and the last thing I just want to quickly say... How long is this? Right, yeah, I've got time. The last thing I'll quickly say is... I've been called outlandish for comments, okay, that I make on YouTube videos and stuff. It kind of makes me laugh, but I don't care, and I do get a lot of backlash from it. Like, people, I don't like what that guy said, so I'm going to email him. It happens quite a lot, and it's quite funny how enraged some people get, but yeah. And I made a comment because someone did a what's wrong with the DC EU, and basically spent 20 minutes comparing it to Marvel, okay? So that damages a whole lot of things. Let's just start like this, right? If you've heard of Screen Rant and Looper and, YouTube channels like that, not so much stuff like Nerd Rockstars, they're alright, because they're just fans with an opinion, but you see like Looper and Screen Rant, they make all these films on how the Marvel films are better than DCEU, and just films in general, and that must somewhere damage the movie franchise as a whole, and that winds me up. Like, I read something recently, the number of people who have stopped subscribing or even buying Empire or Total Film magazine because now they can go on YouTube and watch silly Screen Rant videos. And these are just really fickle people who just try to push their opinion on people who maybe can't make their mind up or just aren't really, not very clever people, or just people who haven't really got time to watch any of these movies, and they don't have an opinion, so obviously they let Screen Rant and Looper form their opinions, and I just think that's wrong. Obviously, like I just said, it is worrying because it must be damaging some areas of the film industry, so like people aren't buying the magazines now, and that must damage, like, people must go to DC movies expecting them to be bad because of all that they've heard from these YouTube channels, and driving points home and things like that, and I just think it's a shame. It's a huge shame. So yeah, I wanted to just quickly say that at the end, and I would like your opinions on that as well, but something's got to give. If these channels want about, maybe people would buy the magazines like they did 10 years ago, and then go see movies and they'd make their own, assumption of it. Like, there's films that have come out and they haven't been very good. Here's a good example, and I'm not saying these films are bad, but the Dark Knight trilogy. I don't think they're the best superhero movies ever made, purely because it feels more like a crime thriller movie than a comic book movie. Although they are amazing films, and I will not say otherwise, they don't really feel like very good superhero movies. And it's like, I was reading Empire and stuff back in the day before these movies was coming out, and I was going in with not too high expectations. I think that is the best way to do it. You don't want these channels that tell you too much about films before they come out, because that is going to damage the numbers of how many people see it and things. So yeah, I just thought I'd say that. That's going to be my video for today, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I will see you soon.